Red Nation, are we here? The best show for Chicago sports.
Yeah. Y'all know how we do. We back in the building for another episode of the Daily Show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Chicago sports. How Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Questions on the docket today. How far are the Bulls actually from being contenders, man? How far are they? Is it a long way? Are we right there? Let's talk about it. How confident are you in this team moving forward, dog? And listen, it might be a dream scenario. We might be having some dreams out here, man. Dreams. But can the Bulls pull off similar upsets like they have in the past, or at least make this a series like they have in the past versus the champions? Let's talk about all that starting now. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. Like I said, as we welcome into the video, man, into the chat, into the episode, whatever you want to call it. The man, the myth, the legend, the man formerly known as Ringo J, Mr. Stefan Adon is in the building.
Yes, sir. What's good? What's good?
What's goody with you, my boy? What's goody with you? What's goody with you? We gonna kill the music, kill the music, kill the music. Shout out to y'all for pulling up, man. We got a good day. Man, it's 70-something degrees outside, brother.
Hey, man, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Dog, I have so many ideas for the studio, and for some reason, when it's nice weather outside, it makes me have these ideas for the studio. Bro, I was up late last night trying to find the dimensions on how to build a mini Jumbotron. I saw it. I want it. I will have it. We will do it. It will be hanging from this ceiling.
Hey, you finna get to it. Now, did you get the piece for the chair?
Shut up.
Damn, really?
Shut up.
This man is doing everything.
Hey, at this point, I might buy a new chair for the playoffs. Let's be real. The piece is $12, but it irritates me that I can't just find a piece that I need to go with it.
Yeah.
I might just buy a new piece for the chair. Now, you know what I thought about, though? I said I always want my chair at the same height. Like, never in my life have I been like, man, I just want to be this small. So I thought about, like, instead of that, just getting a new, instead of getting a piston, maybe getting an actual foot that fits it, and you could just slide it in there, tighten it down. I might do that. Because I get the rolling thing, but where am I going? Like, I'm here. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But no, man, the fact that it's nice weather outside, dog, don't it just make you plot?
Nah, like it definitely be making you plot. We definitely outside. We definitely outside this summer.
Definitely outside this summer, man. Definitely doing so much stuff. We're going to have live events this summer, by the way, y'all. There's going to be live events. We're getting that together right now. Oh, excuse me. Hoping to get a couple sponsors in on it with us, man. And, dog, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff this summer. So I hope all of y'all can pull up to it, man, if you're in the Chicagoland area. We probably might do some events on location. We ain't got locations yet, like out of state. But, man, we just trying to pack this mugs out. We trying to pack this mug out. I ain't going to lie to you, man. We trying to get these events in here, have some fun, have some good times, man. And we want the Breeze family to be there with us. Plus, we want to meet y'all in person. Like, we met Samurai J in person.
We didn't have them in person.
We didn't met a few of the Breeze family in person, man. So I love meeting everybody, you know, being able to see them, man. But the question on the table today, man, as we got the playoffs coming in, we got the play-in tournament tonight. Playoffs, baby. Woo!
Yes, sir.
Get excited, Kobe Bryant. Don't nobody even remember them commercials. Those are some of the greatest commercials of all time. Do you remember them? The puppet, Brian and Kobe puppets?
Yeah, nah. Mugs don't remember that. Mugs don't remember that. I feel like Mugs like super asleep on that mess.
Bro, those are some of the greatest commercials of all time.
No, definitely.
It's like Kobe just like, I have misplaced my rings, LeBron James. Where have my rings? Oh, this is before Brian even had a ring. I haven't seen my rings, man. Where are my rings at? I don't know. You see these 4 chocolate chip cookies right here? These represent 4 championship rings. And you want to eat one, don't you? But you can't have one. Not yet. Like, it was wild, dog.
That was killing me.
Man,
That's absolutely killing me, D.
bro, had me dying back in the day, bro. But nah, man, listen.
What's
Go
up?
into this, and I don't think it's a secret, right? Like we said it yesterday. I think we get 4-2. You think we go 4-1. We don't feel great about the Bulls pulling out of this series, right? You just hope they come out. You hope they're competitive. You hope they fight their way through. You hope they manage to show the NBA that we're not there yet, but we can get there. What is it going to take for them to get there? Is there a piece that they need to go get? Is there a piece that we have to go, that we have on the team that just needs to develop? Is there a piece that 2 pieces, 3 pieces? How far away is this Bulls team from being contender? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got Mr. T over there, Ken Burke in the chat, Jermaine in the chat. What's good?
What's good?
Jonathan in the chat. Holden in the chat was good. Shay's in the chat was good, man. Shout out to y'all for pulling up and showing love, man. Also, if you guys can't stick around for the whole thing, make sure you listen live over on the Contender app, the Contender, where you hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. Make sure you get in tune with us, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love over there as well. What's your thoughts on it, man? Just starting this mug off. How far away are the Chicago Bulls from being that contending team that Chicago hopes they can be?
I'm gonna say a piece and a half away. Like I said, I think I think P Wheel and Io going forward are gonna be like the most like important guys, like in terms of a title run, especially P Wheel.
Yeah.
I think that they get a piece in there. Is that a Nikola Jokic? Is that a is that a Rudy Gobert? Is that a Mitchell Robinson? We don't know, but I also do feel like if you take Kobe White out and just get a legitimate bench scorer, somebody that can give you 18 to 20 a game, that can legitimately knock down 35 to 37% from 3 off of the bench.
I think that's
it takes a lot of the scoring load off of DeMar and Zach, as far as we need to be in here.
Yeah. When
they swapping out our minutes and everything like that. So I'll say a piece and a half.
I think that's really what it is, right? Though, like if we're talking about bench scoring, like the biggest problem that we have with our bench scoring is just that it's not consistent enough, right? Like I that's why I ask a question like this, because for me, right, if Kobe White's a threat, I feel so much better coming into this series because I know that Zach LaVine can get to the bucket. I know DeMar's going to be able to have attempts at his mid-range. I know that that Vooch is going to be able to get down low and get shots down low. Also, if they do pack it in, hey, we can kick it out. And I have this guy out there that at least is a threat to knock down the shot, right? So, like, I feel like you're one legit shooter away, right? And like I get like that piece that you can't count on. And maybe you need more scoring. Maybe you have to find a way to get more scoring, right? Because for me, I get everybody Trey Vooch that, but he's one of 4 scorers on this team. You have to find a way to get offense.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find a way to get offense. If you're not offensively inclined, like I can almost live with like I heard them talking on the radio today, kind of about. I was listening to Cap and J Hood. Shout out to Hoodie, man.
I just seen Cap new show.
Hey, it's decent. It's decent. He be
that's decent.
Cap takes be a little, they be out there sometimes, but that's all good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Cap. I really do. But no, like I feel like they were talking about how the Bulls aren't a great defensive team. And I agree with that. But I don't need you to be a great defensive team for 48 minutes if you can score. I need you to be a great defensive team when your defense or when we need you most, right? Like in the fourth quarter, if I'm down 5, I need you to get me some stops. I need you to be able to turn that defense on and be able to make a play on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you to be a 48-minute defensive team. I'll say this. You almost could live with the Bulls playing defensively the way they did for some of the games this season, like how they did versus Milwaukee, if you could knock down shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, hey, closing out, being in the right position, doing the right things. Like, it's the modern NBA. I can live with you not being the best defensive team in the world. Like Big Rud said, 48 minutes of intensity. Norm Van Leer ain't here no more. That NBA ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? That NBA ain't here no more.
Nah, and I think what it is like, you know, I said it like 3 times yesterday. Like the Nets, if you add Ben Simmons in there, like, we know they don't play defense, but at minimum, like I know. Katie can give me a stop. If Ben is on the floor, that changes everything. And look, yeah. I don't need a whole bunch of stops. Yeah. But like you said, even if I'm down,
KD. It's a little different situation.
Yeah, but even if I'm down, even if I'm down 5 or up 5, and these people is coming back, at minimum, I need 3 stops. It's the same thing we said. It's the same thing we said about Boston. You know, same thing with Golden State, so on and so forth. So it's just like, if you couple that with the fact that and like I said, I was watching David Kaplan's show. Casey Johnson was on it, and he basically said it, like, the only way, because he has the Bulls losing in 5. He got the Bulls losing in 5, but he said the only way they stand a chance in this series is Kobe has to shoot better than 35 to 40% from 3, because the Bucks are going to pack the lane. They give up threes. The three is going to be open. It's not just the Bulls. They do it to everybody. The fact is, if Kobe at minimum hits 40%, that's going to allow DeMar and Zach to get you know, into the mid-range spots that they like. Because right now, you know, on paper and throughout the season, this is a really bad matchup. I mean, like I told you, you know, fourth quarter come around, you know, Drew Holiday's roaming.
Yeah.
And like, they're like, okay, well, we know they're finna go to DeMar, so I'm gonna just sit everything on the mid, and then I'm gonna just let him. I'm gonna get up close to him, and then whatever he shoot, I'm here. And it's kind of weird because you know, I was watching JJ Redick's Bam interview, because they interviewed Bam, and he actually is in health and safety protocols. He was in like a hotel room, but he was like by himself, but he was in health and safety. But yeah, he was just talking about, like, Drew Holiday is like mad nice. And when it come down to it, you're not really looking at it, but like come fourth quarter, you're definitely gonna feel his impact. So
I agree that you're gonna feel the impact. Like, yeah. But I feel like Miami has the inverse problem, right? Like, if Tyler Hero ain't dropping 30, who's dropping 30? Like, I feel like that's the bigger problem for the Miami Heat. Like, I don't think anybody on the would look at the Miami Heat and be like, oh, defensively, they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, yeah, nah. I'll be the first person to tell you, like, yeah, no, Tyler Hero, like, we get 20, and then like if we get 12 out of anybody else off the bench, I mean, hey, that's a W. That's legitimately a W for us, which is why Vic would be so big. But just in terms of keeping it in this Bull series, I mean, like I said, it's gonna come down to Kobe Kobe and Zach for me because but mainly Kobe because you look at it. They was kind of talking about it. You throw the ball into Vooch. Vooch can make things happen, and I think at minimum, even if the Bulls lose in 5, what this series is going to teach them is like, hey, at minimum, Vooch is pretty good. So from now on, even if we lose next season, we need to start getting this dude the ball because he can make things happen like that. So
no, agreed. Definitely agree. I mean, you gotta look at it. And by the way, if you guys are in here, man, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the page, subscribe. We're giving away an Ayo Dosunmu jersey at 13K. Gonna start qualifying people this Sunday in the playoffs, man. Playoffs, baby. Woo! I'm doing that every time. I don't care.
let's get it.
Hey,
by the way,
hey, you can't hurt my soul. But there is that element of it, right, where you're like, listen, there's a lot of players whose name we name in the playoffs. Like when you're talking about how far away they are, there's a lot of players whose names we name in the playoffs that aren't the star. Dante DiVincenzo. We talked about Joe Ingles. We've talked about Joe Harris. We've talked about who was it for the Warriors? Sean Livingston. Like every championship level team, you talk about those role players that put you in that position. I don't know what Patrick Williams is going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm excited about P. Will, but one game at 35 don't just show me like, oh, this dude is a god. But I'm very excited about him. But what I will say about P. Will is that if his development is what we think it's going to become, that changes the offseason completely for the Chicago Bulls. That changes how far away you are completely for the Chicago Bulls, because in that situation now you're talking about a team that, you got that piece. You have that missing spark, but you still need that bench scoring, right? Like he's still a starter. Like when everybody was talking about going to get what's Buddy name?
Jeremy Grant.
Not Jeremy. Is it Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant.
We have Jeremy Grant. When everybody was talking about going to get Jeremy Grant, I was saying the same thing. Like, bro, where he going? How's his scoring gonna help us? Like, yeah, he can score in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still need those role-playing pieces. You still need those pieces that are going to be able to come in and get you that bucket, get you that shot. The Tyler Hero. Like, let's be real. Without Tyler Hero, this Heat team is not in first place. Like, I don't feel nearly as good about it.
No, we're not.
Offensively, they don't have it like that without Tyler Hero.
We're not. We're not in first place. We're not even considered as being like I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even considering us going to the finals. I don't think anybody else is considering us going to the finals if Tyler didn't take the leap that he did.
Yes.
Like
because Duncan
because we wasn't sure
the other way.
He came in as a rookie, did his thing, had an immediate sophomore slump after that, and we was just like, okay, he good, but it was kind of like Darnell Mooney, like a little bit, like okay, he good. We know he got it though, but like, can you take it to that next level? So, and thankfully he did. So,
and that's the thing that I look at, dog. When you're talking about like how far away this team is, it's not just your starters. Listen, I can come out there with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic and win most of the games, but it's about what is your bench able to do? How much are they able to contribute to your team? How much are they able to? And I'm gonna be real with you, like the Miami Heat are probably going in the next season. Like, hey, if Tyler Hero's in the starting lineup, which he probably will be, who we got on the bench? We bringing Strus off the bench, or we bring like how we doing this, right? Like, there's some guys that are going to develop into it, and I don't know how Tyler's going to react to that. Like, Tyler might need to be on the bench. So, like, you look at
he's supposed to get paid too, so I assume he gonna be.
It's just one of those things where, like, you look at how your bench is built, right? Like, I have no faith in Philadelphia doing anything because of how their bench is built.
Mm-hmm.
I had more faith in Philadelphia going on a championship run when they had Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, those pieces that you can put in there and be legit pieces and help you win games. I felt better about that. I felt better about I feel better about Brooklyn knowing that they have those pieces. I didn't feel as good about Brooklyn. You know why? Because last season when Kyrie Irving goes down, guess what? Now Kyrie Irving's down, ain't nobody to go to. We pulled up a 15-minute clip of Joe Harris pinging shots off of the side.
Hey, that man, he was like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
all right, bro.
Awful whole playoffs. So it's one of those
Right.
days in the chat. What's good? Roy mad about the Miami love. It's all good, Roy. We just talking basketball in here, my brother.
What's up, man?
And we're using them as an example for how we get to the next level. But no, you like, to me, it really just shows you that like you have to find a way to build a full team, and the Bulls don't have that. The Bulls have Zach. The Bulls have DeMar. The Bulls have Vooch. You hope that they have P. Will. You hope P. Will shows you something in this playoff series. But for me, like when we're talking about how far are they away from being a contender, I think you're, like you said, like for me, a solid couple role players. You got Alex Caruso. That's your defensive role player. Like even Lonzo Ball coming back helps, but it's like it's still Lonzo here. Like that's your defensive role player. And now here's the question, right? Is that Io? Can you find somebody that can be 10 to 11 points a game? You know what I'm saying? Consistently. But is that Io DeSumo? Is that his role to take over as the sixth man on this team? Because if he's scoring the way he scored the last couple of games, I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Lou Will?
Nobody wants Duncan Robinson.
Lou Will?
Is Lou Will leaving Atlanta? I feel like Lou Will's loving
I'm just saying it because hey,
I don't think Lou Will's leaving that lemon pepper.
He not being used like that. We know he can get to he can get to a bucket.
Oh, I agree, but is Lou Will leaving that lemon pepper? You know what I'm saying?
Bro?
We know Lou Will love the lemon pepper. He gonna be down there at Magic City every night, dog.
Hey man, I'm just throwing names out there, but you know that might be a name. Man, I'm trying to think, man. Like,
it's such an interesting statement, right? Where like you're talking about a role player away.
Did Jordan Clarkson get paid?
Jordan Clarkson got paid.
He got paid.
And I don't think he's leaving that situation. Like you're realistically talking about being a role player away, if you think about it. Like that means a lot. Like that means that your team is almost there. That means that you think this team is close. That means you think this team can get the job done, that they can, and that you think this team will make some noise in the playoffs. Now, here's the thing. If they don't make noise in the playoffs, you're talking about a completely different conversation. But I'm going into this playoff series, and I want to see what we're missing. I told y'all I'm not a Head in the Sand Bulls fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that Billy Donovan, and if y'all were in the post-game shows with us, man, y'all heard it as well. The fact that Billy Donovan 110% was talking about, hey, we're sliding the wrong way defensively. Hey, we're not doing the things we need to do defensively. Like, yeah, we're on this streak. Yeah, we're winning these games. And we were all hyped. We were all excited. We were doing, hey, kumbaya, let's go. But he was calling these things out early in the season. He was calling these things out at the midway point in the season. And we weren't paying attention to it, but he was. He was saying, hey, you got to get back defensively. You have to do these things. Yeah, you can outscore them, but shooting at I think we were shooting at a 39% clip from the three-point line. Like, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the drop-off, at least for him, was almost expected. The drop-off, at least for him, was almost like, hey, look, like, I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're winning. But we got to start doing these things. And now you see when you, and the thing that I love that he said, when you're playing these better teams back to back to back to back to back, you don't have the couple games in the middle that make you look good. I love that about what we saw the second half of the season because it showed what the flaws were. It showed the flaws in your team. One, you were injured, so you were trying to get healthy. But even before that, right, like it showed the flaws that your team had. And it showed your team the flaws that they have. And like I said, I'm not a head in the sand Bulls fan. I want to see that. Did it suck? Yeah. But I want to see how far away we are from being a contender. Right now, it feels like if everybody's healthy and everybody's playing well, you might only be a couple of role players away. But it also feels like that takes development. That takes P. Will being the P. Will that he was versus Minnesota.
But the thing that I like about that statement that you just made right then is the fact that he's came out and said that he wants to do that. Yeah. So like he's committed to that right there. Like he's committed to, hey, I came back from Team USA. Me and Zach came back from Team USA. I saw the way Zach, Draymond, Ben. I saw the way that them mugs work. I want that. So like he's committed to that, and as long as he's committed to that, the Bulls shouldn't get rid of him because look, his ceiling. We don't know what his ceiling is, but at minimum, everybody in this chat know, and mugs around the league know, he's pretty much going to be probably one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in the game. Yeah. By the time he get to where he need to go, that offensive game just need to catch up. I think next season, the way that he was talking, yeah, it definitely will. It definitely will.
Shout out to Oso in the chat, man. I think this is a really good question on it as well because we're talking about how far the Bulls are away from being a contender. Hit that like button if you're in here. Subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly, daily on this channel. We don't want y'all to miss things, so make sure that you hit that bell. He asked, with the role player, what position do y'all want them at most? And that's a really good question, right? Because like you could argue that the Bulls need size, but you could also argue that the Bulls need size because the Bulls can't knock down shots. So when you need those 6'7" rebounders most, or those 6'9" rebounders most, when you miss a lot. When you're able to knock down shots, like getting second chance opportunities is great. But I don't need as many second chance opportunities when I got
Steven Adams and
I love Steven Adams. I'd take Steven Adams in a heartbeat at the starting five. No, I'd take Steven Adams in a heartbeat. Hey, what you don't understand Memphis no more?
Bro, the dope thing about it is Muggs think he mean, but everybody that like get interviewed always say like, hey, he is legitimately one of the nicest people.
Bro, have you ever seen Steven Adams interview about like rebounding?
Oh, I think I seen that one because that's the one when he was talking about Dennis.
Yes, bro. Yes, he was like, they asked him, they were like,
Dennis brought it down to a science.
Bro, they asked him, what do you think the science of it, or like, what do you think is your strategy when you're going in there? And he's like, I don't know, mate. I see it come off the rim. I jump up, get it, stand on the other side of the side they're shooting on, jump up, get it. Not no strategy to it. It's not like Dennis Rodman. Like he's a savant with it. He's like, I'm just playing. I was like, dog, that's the best response ever. It's just like, what do you do to be a great NBA player? I just stand on the other side of the rim, grab a rebound, come down with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, it was hilarious to see, dog. But I mean, like, a player like that, like the position I would want, I'm gonna be honest with you, the position I would want to see the Bulls improve at most is probably that backup shooting guard position. Right now, that backup 2 guard for you is Kobe White. Ayo Dosunmu's going to be your backup point. I think that's solid. I think he's getting a ton of experience. I think he's getting a ton of opportunity here, and he's taking advantage of it. Now he does get cooked against those better point guards, and unfortunately, he's going to be your starter going into this series. But I like him, you know what I'm saying? Like getting the experience, learning how to guard Drew Holiday, here's the biggest thing, right? Having a series. This is the thing that I think a lot of Bulls fans, I don't want to say take for granted, but they
Hey.
underestimate. Like when you have the opportunity to game plan for somebody 4 games in a row, or 5 or 6 or 7, if it gets to that point, like when you have that opportunity to game plan like that, dog, like it changes how you defend a player, how you match up with a player, how you move against a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's huge for them to me. But I would probably say that backup shooting guard position, maybe a forward, but I feel like I we talk about size in this league now. Like everybody's got these massive players. When most of your best big men in the league aren't even in the post killing you.
Nah, they on the wing or something like that.
They're mostly on the wing. You know what I'm saying? Like size matters down low if you're killing me on the rebounding tip. But like, listen, even if I'm facing Joel Embiid, that's still the worst rebounding team in the NBA.
All right, so look, I'm gonna run off a couple of names. You just tell me yes or no. So these are the free agents, shooting guards for this coming up season. So Lou Will, because he is a free agent.
I would take Lou Will, yeah.
Lou Will, Kendrick
How
Nunn.
old is Lou Will?
Lou Will is. I gotta check that out.
Let me see. I can pull it up here. I don't want you to get out the page.
Yeah, so it's Lou Will.
I'd still take Lou Will. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bruce Brown.
He's falling off, but I don't know if that's because of the situation or not.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk is not a spot up shooter, but he's more of a scorer. I feel like you just need a Kyle Korver almost. Say it again.
Wes Matthews. Now that one I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued back because he cannot get on a shot.
Wes Matthews is intriguing because Wes Matthews is literally like a role player. Like I could see, like he plays a very good role. So I wouldn't be mad at that. I thought you froze. That's it.
I mean Victor Oladipo.
Nah, you can keep him.
Yeah, yeah. Outside of that, yeah, it's not really.
And Lou Will would be 36 next season for the Chicago Bulls, so or for the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I don't know, dog. Like none of those names stand out to me.
I'm with Wes Matthews though.
I wouldn't mind a Wes Matthews. I'm not gonna lie. Like a Wesley Matthews wouldn't upset me if the Bulls got him. But like I've seen Wes Matthews disappear as well. But he is that kind of like ultimate. Like he's a role player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's somebody that can come out and just like, hey, what do you do? I shoot sometimes. Oh, okay. What else do you do? Oh, sometimes I play defense. I kind of just do whatever the team needs me to do. So I wouldn't be mad at the Wes Matthews, especially seeing as how he's like, torch the Bulls when he plays against them. But I don't know. Like none of those names stand out to me as like, oh, you got to go get that guy. But I mean, Wes Matthews, since he's been with the Bucks, a little up and down. Nah, Wes Matthews got some bad games in here. He got some pretty bad games in here too.
Oh, Dante DiVincenzo is on the list.
He ain't leaving, but I would absolutely take DiVincenzo.
He's in Sacramento.
Huh?
He's in Sacramento.
I still don't think he's leaving.
Wow. Okay.
You think? Well, you know what? I don't know, dog, because they just fired Alvin Gentry.
And Gary Harris. I know kid gonna like that one, Gary Harris.
I'd take Gary Harris. They just fired Alvin Gentry. I don't know what the Kings are doing, bro. I don't know what the Kings are doing.
Kings going king, man.
Kings going king, bro. Like I don't get it. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at Alvin Gentry over there. I'm like, man, I really like him as a head coach for them. I think he could do some good things. Fired. Okay.
All right. Back your stuff. What?
I mean, I don't know, dog. Like I think the Bulls realistically, like if you had somebody that could consistently come in and knock down shots, I feel like that's the piece that you're missing because it changes how everything else is played. And I mean, the weird part is, right, like, is that Lonzo? Is that something that's already on the team? Is that something that's already, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the tough part to answer. That's the tough part about the Bulls right now. That's tough to answer because who the heck expected freaking Ayo Dosunmu, a second round pick, to come in and do this early? And I ask y'all this, dog. At this point, let's run through this real quick because I feel like coming out of this, you have to. It's a good topic to bring up around Ayo Dosunmu. Let me pull this up here real quick. And it kind of correlates to the conversation we're having here. But at this point, right, can we call Ayo Dosunmu the steal of the draft? I'm talking, so usually steal, you talking outside the top 15, right? Top 15 is all lottery. Sengun is 16. Trey Murphy is 17. He's in New Orleans. Trey Mann is 18. Kai Jones is 19. Jalen Johnson, 20. Keon Johnson, 21. Isaiah Jackson, 22. I don't even know some of these mugs. Garuba, 23. Christopher, 24. I mean, dog, like, it's getting bad now. I don't even know none of these mugs. You said what?
Is his first name Josh?
Josh Christopher.
Yeah.
I mean, dog, that's round one. Are we to the point where we could say Ayo Dosunmu? He went. The Bulls got him 38. Isaiah Todd, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Jason Peterson, like Herb Jones. What's a Herb Jones out here? Actually, I think Herb Jones.
That's the clan for New Orleans.
Yeah, I think Herb Jones is getting busy on us. I ain't gonna lie to you. Luke Garza, 52. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Ayo Dosunmu, and I had a whole video dropping it, dog. Like, I feel like Ayo Dosunmu's the steal of the draft. And I feel like because of that, right? Like, if you feel good about Patrick Williams right now, if you feel good about Ayo Dosunmu right now, if you feel good that, I don't know how you'd feel good about it, but that Marko Seminovic doing what he did in the G League can translate to the NBA. Is this really just a wait and see process while people keep developing, right? You pay Zach. Zach's 27. Lonzo's 24. He's already paid. And you've got those young pieces there. Maybe you go out and you add something small. But when we're talking about like a team that is making moves in the right direction, like I feel like you actually could be in, like, let's see how much experience we can get now until these dudes become those dudes. People is 20.
I'm not going to totally sleep on Marco because it's absolutely G League players that have come in and contributed big time. I mean Quinn
Alex
Caruso. Caruso, Quinn Cook, Gary Payton II, I mean, it's a lot of them. But then you turn around, and it's like you said, honestly, in terms of steals of the draft, I was gonna say Kuminga for the Warriors, but nobody expected Ayo to do.
But Kuminga was also a top 7 pick, wasn't he? Where did Kuminga go?
Yeah, no, he was top 7.
Kuminga was a high pick. Like, you expected Kuminga to be something.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't expect this from Ayo. Like, I thought Ayo was gonna be solid with every win, but when he came, to the Bulls, Lonzo goes down there and you see everything that he's done. I mean, when you pointed out, like, this dude had a 90% 98% defensive coverage rate or something like that, which was technically better than Drew Holiday's, and I mean, this man legitimately got 2-game winners.
Now it's not there no more.
Like
It's not there no more. But it was there at one point.
yeah,
During the season.
it's not there no more. But yeah, he legitimately got 2-game winners. So I would really call him still at the draft. And if he keep going, you really got something right there. I'm not finna. I mean, I think it is kind of a wait and see game too because AK knows that we traded for Vooch, but Vooch is gonna get older. I think that's why Seminovic is kind of waiting in the wings a little bit. But definitely a wait and see game. Definitely a wait and see game.
And that's the weird part about it, right? Like you have to try and that's the tough part about AK's job, right? Like y'all know. Listen, Bulls fans, y'all was ready to trade everybody in the kitchen sink at the trade deadline, and we're upset that we didn't. Like I can't believe we didn't trade anybody. Like I can't believe this. And listen, like maybe there's something to we would have been in a little bit better position moving forward. Like this season, you might have been in a little bit better position matching up against Milwaukee. But do you still feel great about if we add a Jakob Poeltl, if we add do you still feel great about playing the NBA champions right now? I mean, honestly, for me, I'm one to see hey, can this kid keep doing this while we add? And that's why I like AK. That's why, bro, Bulls fans got to understand. You have to love AK. You have to love AK. AK has turned us into contenders. That's a tough word. AK has turned us into competitors. That's a better word, right? Into competitors while still having players coming through the pipeline. While still having, and I'll say, still having players coming through the pipeline that can absolutely contribute right away. I think that was the part that surprised most of us, right? Like nobody thought Io was going to be even if you thought Io could become this, right? Like I always thought Io would be a nice player in the league. I think I said he'd have like a Kirk Heinrich career, nice defensive player, be able to score you 10 to 15 points a game. You know what I'm saying? But Io's showing you that he can be more. And he's showing you that his rookie year. P. Will is showing you that he can be more. And he's showing you that his second year in the NBA. Marco really hasn't shown you anything yet because Billy won't put him on the floor. But I don't know. Hey, I don't know what's going on with that. But there is this element of it where it's listen, we got to find a way to add. We have to find a way to get these bigger name pieces in here so that you can compete right now. But also, we have to make sure that we keep these guys in the building and we don't get too excited on something we have. And I think that even keelness that AK shows is really why I have a confidence that we can build a good team here, that we can build a contender here, that we're not that far away from building a contender, right?
Most definitely. And the biggest thing about it is, I was on record draft night. I'm like, dog, this at minimum is probably gonna take 2.5 years. This man was like, hold on, what? Hold my beer. Went out, got Vooch, and then bam, turn everything around in the offseason.
Yeah.
And then at minimum, when you hear Bulls fans need to understand when you hear yo, I'm not finished, that just means, hey, we're trying to be progressive. I'm not just trying to stand pat. So everything that you hearing about Vooch, I heard that. Hey, if we do trade Vooch, I'm not finna get rid of him. Unless we get him back another All-Star. But at the same time, you need to look at these pieces that I already got, because these pieces are possibly going to lead us to a chip one day. Which, at the end of the day, that's what everybody around the organization want, and that's what everybody around the city want. So it's just I'm definitely with AK on that. AK we trust.
Yeah. No, I feel you, dog. I feel you. And I think the question you got to ask, do you feel like the pieces here hold the pieces that you're bringing in back, or is there that mentorship aspect of it, right? Like there's some people that feel like having DeMar DeRozan in the building holds back um P. Will from becoming the player that he is. There's some people that feel that having DeMar DeRozan in the building holds, or having Zach LaVine and DeMar on this team holds back Io and I think that's kind of a little too far fetched for me. But I feel like if you're gonna have these guys become the guys they're gonna be, what do we say? The way P. Will becomes the P. Will we hope he is by spending that time with DeMar DeRozan. The way he gets that aggressive mindset that, hey, listen, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to make these moves, I'm going to be a killer out here, is by spending that time with DeMar DeRozan, by learning from DeMar DeRozan, heading into this playoff series with DeMar DeRozan on his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. You don't want to have it one way or the other. We've been on the teams that are all young. We watched the teams that are all young, right? You don't win much. We've watched the teams that are all the young guys, all the or hey, listen, we watched the teams when we wanted to get younger and more athletic. That we're all the old guys. You don't win much. We won 41 games that season.
Are you talking about the Jimmy Butler D Wade?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, 41 and 41.
Yeah, it was Jimmy, a bunch of young dudes, and then D Wade and Rondo. But the young dudes really didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like you have to have that perfect mix between the two. And I feel like for once the Bulls actually have that, because like you got the guys that have been there. DeMar's been to an ECF. Caruso's been to an NBA championship. Tristan's been to an NBA championship. Especially, here's the thing. Coming into these playoffs, right, you don't want to have just all the young guys. To me, coming into these playoffs, you don't want to just have all the young guys. You want to have guys that are like, okay, this moment's not too big. You're okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to fight through this. This chair is killing me. Don't worry about it. But you want to have that perfect mix. And I think that like P. Will doesn't become the player without those people with him. Like honestly, like look at the jump. Here's the perfect example of it, right? Look at the jump that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander took when he was from one season to the next with Chris Paul. Would you say that he took that jump again this season?
Yeah.
Really?
And
Shai Gilgeous is tremendously better?
I wouldn't more so say it's a jump. I mean, his 3-point shooting did go down. His numbers kind of went down, but like as far as like still running the team even better. Like you saw it was there. So like with him and Josh Giddey, they got something. But
yeah,
not even only him. Just Lou Dort as well. Like you know, he just came in, and you know, before that he was real tentative, and we all seen the playoff series against the Rockets. Hey bro, if you finna be out there, they finna leave you open, shoot that. And then it's like now he playing the Bulls.
Yeah,
we calling the game, he taking shots, and this man is not unconscious, like legitimately just pulling.
I just feel like that jump, right? Like that second year when he was with Chris Paul, 19 points a game, 5.9, 3.3 assists. That third year, you saw a jump. Like his game legitimately improved. He went to 23 points a game, 4.7 assists, 4.7 rebounds, 5.9 assists. And then this season, kind of, and 41% from the 3-point line, 50% from the field. This season, kind of similar dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like having those guys there is something that pushes you to that next level. Having that experience in the room is something that pushes you to that next level. Having that IQ in the room is something that pushes you to that next level. So when I hear like, hey, we got to get these guys are holding them back. These guys are like, I don't believe that DeMar DeRozan is holding back Patrick Williams.
When people say that statement, I just find that I feel like that's a dumb statement because at minimum, I mean, you saw it in the Timberwolves game. Like, fam, this man was legitimately getting to his mid-range spots, bucket.
Hey, it did look a lot like how he was playing. It looked a lot like DeMar.
He was like, hey, my hand been broke, but like, look, I've been paying attention in practice, and we've been talking. Let me show you what I got. One dribble pull up from the three, bucket. Like, stop. Like, I don't think it's a hindrance. He's going to get better, which is why I think that the jump that he takes, like in this offseason going into next season, it's just finna be traumatic. Just like finna be tremendous. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That boy is gonna be different, man. He's gonna be different, bro.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see, dog. Like for sure. And I'm hoping, right, like that he does take that. And here's the question about it, right? Like
CP3 already said he's not coaching, bro.
Hey, CP3 don't need to be a coach. Don't nobody like that, man. People that like CP3
nobody like you like that. You ain't Kobe.
hey, nah, he'll get respect like that. He'll get respect like that. But don't nobody like him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like people to be a coach. You know what I'm saying? And the greats don't coach well at all, dog. They really don't. The greats don't. Like, I feel like CP3 could, but I feel like Rondo would be a better coach.
But see, he don't want to coach.
Rondo was like a really, 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 really good point guard. I'd say, we say Rondo was great. Rondo was a great point guard, but he wasn't CP3 great.
So 8 minutes ago,
like it's levels to greatness.
Well, I guess you can call this breaking news.
We got a breaking news sounder. Hold on. We doing it professional out here. Hold on. Let me get that mug. Let's get it. What we got?
Luka Doncic.
Uh-oh.
Has no timetable for his return.
Oh, no. Oh, that's breaking news.
No timetable for return from the calf strain. This will definitely put Dallas in a bind, according to March 9.
Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Dang, I liked that Dallas team. Now watch. I didn't talk trash about Utah all year, and these mugs gonna keep winning. Dang, that sucks.
So that's what 3. That's 3 to 6 right there.
At minimum, he's not gonna be back for the playoffs.
Nah, he's not gonna be back. They're not getting out the first round.
Playoffs at all. Man, that sucks. I hate that dog. Like he's an MVP. He should be an MVP.
Yeah,
he should be an MVP.
That watch, dog. If Dallas win, that's all.
Blow that team up.
If Dallas win, that all but confirms Rudy Gobert and Donovan got beef.
If Dallas win, yeah, try and figure out how you can get Rudy Gobert in the building. By the way, that's not going to be as easy as everybody just thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like must be like bullshit. Go get Rudy Gobert, and be like, it's not really how that works.
Couple contracts.
He makes a lot of money. Rudy Gobert is going to be making $48 million by the end of his contract.
Bro, and that's what I was thinking, Walter. Dog, the playoffs going to be like Luka get cold when the playoffs come around, dog.
Dog, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We were talking about P. Will and his development and the Bulls' development as a whole, man. You know, how are they going to develop? How are they going to move in the right direction? Is it going to be by picking up a piece? How far are they from being contenders? Is it going to be by picking up a piece? Is it going to be by just allowing these guys that are here to develop into the players they're going to be? Is it a mix of both? But maybe you take a lesser piece, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got over 100 people in here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love to the Daily Show. Let's keep it pushing along, though, man. Let's keep it pushing along. Because here's a conversation, right? Here's a conversation where you have to, I mean, we have to have it, right? But it's a pie in the sky conversation. But it was a pie in the sky conversation the couple of times we've been there. Question on the table. Do the Chicago Bulls have a series versus the NBA champions like they have versus multiple NBA champions in their history? What I mean, the Boston Celtics took them bad boys to 7.
No.
The Miami Heat, clean sweep. It's a pie in the sky idea, but guess what? It was a pie in the sky idea then. Is there any, I mean, honestly, dog, like say the Bulls come out and get game 1. Does that change? Like, remember Andres Nocioni just being like, we're not going to sweep the Miami Heat. They're the NBA champions. And then they swept the Miami Heat. Like, I get it's a pie in the sky opportunity, but you got to have the conversation because the Bulls are actually pretty good at doing it. Now, I get very different teams, but like we've seen this throughout their history, dog. Like even the Jordan teams, when it was like, they're not going to win that shot on Elo. That Cleveland team was supposed to be a championship contender.
That's true. That's true. Cleveland was mad nice.
Cleveland was mad nice back then. I feel like people forget about that.
Mug sleep on Cleveland. Man, that's when Hart was a bucket. That's when Hart was a bucket. Mug Jack like Hart wasn't getting busy out here.
It's such a wild conversation, right? Because it's just like, why are we even doing this to ourselves? But it's what we do. Why are we doing this to ourselves? It's what we do. We put ourselves through the torture of the possibilities. All of a sudden, P. Will comes out after his 35-point game and puts up a 25-point game.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this? Hey, listen, because here's the thing, right? Because in the playoffs, anything is possible.
That's true.
In the playoffs, anything is possible. Hey, Southside Bear, I can't put the comment up there, but it's not a bad comment. You know what it is, though? Here's the thing, right? Like, I think back to the Derrick Rose Bulls. When we went into that series versus Boston, we weren't supposed to get a game. Playoffs, I just hope we can win a game. And the heart that team showed us, the fight that team showed us, can this Bulls team replicate something similar to that? Like, is there that player on this team that can do that? Is that Alex Caruso coming back? Is that Ayo Dosunmu, P. Will in their first playoff series, hopefully healthy? And for me, right, like, you hate to wish injury on anybody, but one injury changes everything for the Milwaukee Bucks. Do you think that the Bucks are deep enough if they lose a Drew Holiday or if they lose a...
No, not this team. Not this team. Not this team. Last year's team, yes. Not this year's team.
That's the big question mark, bro. That's the big question mark. Like you, for me, right? Like, of course, I'm not wishing injury on anybody. I want to beat this team at their best, but I don't know if one player loses something, or if one, you know what I'm saying? Like something gimpy. It might take him the series. He'll be back the next series. I don't know if this Milwaukee team has the dogs right. Like if all of a sudden Grayson Allen's your starting 2-guard, or they don't have PJ no more. He look real good in the Miami.
PJ, my man.
He was good in Miami jersey. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the question that you got to break down with it. Like, if something is to happen, is this team deep enough to make that kind of run? And I feel like this Milwaukee team is dependent on Giannis being Giannis. You don't think so?
Nah, dog.
If Giannis ain't put up 45, they win it?
Nah, this the thing. Not with the way that Drew is hooping this year, bro.
Drew is hooping, but can we trust Chris Middleton in 7 games?
Come on, now. It's Chris. Hey, and the words of Brand. I don't know if Brand's still in here, but come on, Brand. It's Chris Mid.
It's Chris Mid.
Everybody know. We know we don't trust Chris Mid. We know we don't trust Chris Mid. But this is the thing. Drew on another level right now. But if Chris doesn't show up and Kobe goes off.
A lot of ifs in this, but hey, we having fun. It's playoffs, baby.
Hey, look, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Hey, put that comment on. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love how there's mugs out here that's like, he got paid that money for a reason. Like, yeah, a bad one. Drew Holiday, we're not gonna stop. I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't have the defense at the guard position to stop Drew Holiday. We just don't. Like, Ayo Dosunmu gets cooked by Drew every time out. I don't expect that to change in this series. I think Lonzo Ball being in there would make more of a difference. I think that's where you're hurt by this, but I don't see Drew Holiday getting slowed down by Ayo Dosunmu unless all of a sudden Ayo Dosunmu has a switch we don't know about. I will say this. Ayo's been in these, not in NBA form, but in college, he's been in those big moments where like that pressure's high, and he at a minimum did show up. The team as a whole, man, that Illinois team didn't show up. But this is a whole different level. This is like next level of that. But like for me, like I don't see anybody. I don't think there's a point guard in the playoffs right now that can slow down Drew Holiday. And I think there's a lot of point guards in the playoffs that Drew Holiday could slow down.
I'm gonna tell you this: only person that can slow Drew Holiday down is in Phoenix. We're in 25.
I don't think so.
You don't think Mikal? What?
Drew Holiday is. Bro,
ain't that your DPOY?
Drew, bro. Mug sleep on Drew.
Ain't that your DPOY?
For me, yeah, but that don't mean you can't get beat.
I mean, yeah, everybody get beat. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like that don't mean you can't get. Listen, my DPOY last year was Ben Simmons. Cook.
Trevor was like,
got cooked by 5.
It was funny too because after that one the first game, they was like, man, just put Ben on him. They put Ben on him. Cook, easy work.
Bro, Muggs sleep on Drew Holiday, bro. Like, I don't think there's a point guard in the playoffs that can stop Drew Holiday. Like, who are the point guards in the playoffs? Donovan Mitchell definitely can't.
Yeah, Damian Lillard used to cook Drew. That's the only one.
Yeah, but then Drew Holiday cooked him in the playoffs.
Wait.
On that New Orleans team, Drew Holiday was cooking that man.
You're right. They actually swept them, so that's a bad.
I'm trying to think like who's in the playoffs that Kyle Lowry's getting cooked.
Kyle gonna cook. Kyle getting cooked. Bad Drew?
Kyle's getting cooked for sure. If y'all meet Milwaukee,
I'm not saying.
Who else is it? Bulls got Ayo. Boston got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart might put up a good fight. I give you that. I don't think he get cooked. I think he still lose the matchup, but I don't think he get cooked. Toronto got Van Vliet cooked. Kyrie's not gonna play defense on him, really.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, honestly, dog, like you look at like, and then even in the West, Phoenix, Chris Paul, maybe.
Well,
Ice?
he not even really finna be on him. Well.
Right. They gonna put Mikal on him probably. Dallas just lost. I mean, they're done. Donovan, Steph Curry, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole probably getting cooked.
Nah,
Denver don't even have a point guard. That's freaking.
Steph gonna get cooked. Steph get cooked, but
Poole on him.
Steph get cooked, but he hold his spot.
But you probably putting Jordan Poole on him.
Oh yeah, you got to.
You probably putting Jordan Poole on him. You know what? I'll take it back. There's one point guard in the playoffs that will not get cooked by Drew Holiday, but he would have to make the finals to get there. Ja Morant.
Nah, I feel like that's a back and forth thing, though.
Yeah, but I don't think when I'm saying get cooked, it's like, hey, this is like, I don't think.
No, then yeah, nah, he not getting cooked.
I don't think Kyle Lowry's going back and forth with Drew Holiday. Desmond says Ben can stop Holiday and score on him. 6'10" is too much for him.
Ben couldn't stop Trey. Ben couldn't stop Trey. Stop.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Like,
no way. Drew isn't a superstar. He's tough, but he definitely can't handle Steph or the Grizzlies point guard. He could do some work on stuff. I think y'all gotta watch Drew more. Like, Drew is a problem out here. Drew is a problem. Now I don't think he can hold job.
Drew is a problem. Hey, and you want to know something? I noticed anytime this man gotta get a bucket, bro, he always go to that stupid back. Bro, he back you down from the 3 line all the way to the post,
bro,
with the fake. Wait for you to jump and lay the ball up, and it worked every time.
Like he's dog. Like he's the. This is the thing. We've talked about him this long. He's really the X factor for that team. I feel like if there's a combination of, like, if the Bulls, by some magic form of imagination, can find a way to slow down Giannis, or you can find a way to slow down Drew. As I say that, it sounds completely far-fetched. You have a chance in this series. If you can find a way to slow down one of those two, when I'm not talking about stop them, there's nobody in the world that, well, maybe Drew Holiday, but there's nobody in the world that can stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. There just isn't.
No. Hey, the best job we seen on Giannis was PJ.
Yeah, and Giannis still, I mean, in the regular season,
and he still did what he did.
like Giannis still put in work. You know what I mean? Like, Giannis still worked that man out. If you find a way to slow down either of them, dog, all of a sudden this is a completely different series. I really don't, bro. He gonna have to show me that outside of the finals, he's that dude. Chris Middleton, I'm talking about. He gonna have to show me that outside the finals, he's that dude. Finals, Chris Middleton. I can't say nothing about finals, Chris Middleton. Finals, Chris Middleton.
No. When he gets to the finals, he began to a bucket,
bro. But doggone, before that?
Oh no, I told you, the batteries wasn't included. The batteries is not included until you get to the finals.
Like, if you go back and you look at that playoff series, right, like last season, how often was there a game where if Chris Middleton just scores 20 plus, they win and it doesn't get to a game 7?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
So many times, dog.
Bro.
So many times.
In that Brooklyn series.
And that's the thing. Much forget this. In the Brooklyn series, all Joe Harris got to do is hit a couple threes that game, and that mug just going home.
Yeah, Joe Harris was god-awful. Joe Harris was god-awful. But I mean, honestly, like, if you look at like how many, like last season until the finals he was killing mugs. But before that, bro, like All them series how many series got the 7? 2?
Yep.
The Atlanta
2.
series went 6?
That went 6.
And the Brooklyn series went 7, right?
Yep.
Atlanta don't get the 6 if Chris Middleton scores 20. Brooklyn don't get the 7 if Chris Middleton. There was one game. What game was that? Was that game 4 or 5? Where like Brooklyn was like opening the door. I gotta relook at these games, dog. I want to go back and rewatch that series.
Because Joe Harris was breaking.
Oh, Joe Harris was god awful, bro. Remember who was it? Was Paris or
Nah, that was Kid. Cause I remember just telling him
we had to send him that 20-minute montage of him like missing shots.
Him just breaking. That man was like, man, he only doing that because he's not getting the same looks. Hey, these are the same looks.
They were so wide
open.
They were so wide open. Oh my God, they were wide open, dog. I'm trying to see here. So the Bucks won that one. It was one of these games, bro. Oh, they beat them in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They beat them in 5? There's no way that went 5 last year. Oh, that's from this season. I'm sitting here looking like, huh? I'm trying to see here. Eastern Conference semis. Okay. Game 1, 115, 107. Let me see the game recap on that. Are you going to take your sweet time on that one, huh? Okay, here we go. Show me the stats. Show me the stat. Y'all gonna really do like the all right, don't worry about it. But anyway, take my word for it. I'm trying to pull this mug up, bro, because there was so many games in that mug. Well, like if Chris Middleton just like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he cooks all playoff series, we in trouble. If he don't, we okay. But you do still got to slow down 2 of them mugs. You still got to slow down either Drew or you got to slow down what's that or Giannis. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's a lot harder to slow down Giannis than it is Drew. And it's crazy, dog. It's crazy when you're heading into a series and you're like, hey man, we got this. We could pull off an upset if we just slow down one of these 2. But I'm telling y'all, nobody expected those other teams, the Bulls versus Boston or the Bulls versus Miami, to do nothing. It's okay to have hope until hope's taken away. If they come out and they win the first 2, we in trouble. If they come out and win the first 2, we in trouble. I don't know though. It's gonna be interesting, but at a minimum, woo, playoffs, baby. Appreciate y'all for showing love to the show, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the page. Hey, man, as we looking around, and we have the play-in games tonight. We made our predictions. We said Brooklyn gonna come out over Cleveland. We said Clippers coming out over Minnesota.
Yep.
If that changes, how does that change the landscape of the NBA playoffs? Because as we're talking about it now, Brooklyn would play Boston, Cleveland would play Miami. In a sense, you get it flipped. You have Brooklyn playing Miami, Cleveland playing Boston. Same thing on the other side. Minnesota would play Memphis, Clippers would play Phoenix. How does that change the playoffs moving forward?
I think.
Who does that open the lane up for to make a move moving forward?
Wait, say it again.
So essentially, right, as we got the hold on, let's throw this on the screen here and bang. As we got our nice playoff board here, man. If Brooklyn wins tonight, Brooklyn takes on Boston.
Right.
Cleveland would have to play Charlotte or Atlanta, but I think they could beat both of them. If they lose there, that would be crazy.
No.
And on the flip side, you have Minnesota right now. We got them losing. They would take on Phoenix because I think they beat both of those. And the Clippers take on Memphis. If it flips, Minnesota takes on Memphis. Clippers take on Phoenix. How does that change the playoffs moving forward?
I think the Clippers. I don't know. I think they could take Phoenix 7. I think that if it flips, I think that the Grizzlies legitimately dog walk Minnesota. It's just something different about this Clippers team. And this is the thing. I'm not gonna say that they knocked them off, but Chad, tell me if y'all agree with this. Paul George plays better without Kawhi Leonard.
Yes. Not even a question. This team plays better with only one of them.
Yeah, no. Paul George plays better without Kawhi Leonard and vice versa. Well, I can't say that because Kawhi's still gonna get his, but not. They already ruled Kawhi out. But yeah, I don't know. I think it could be a tough 6, tough 7. Clippers and Phoenix. I think it's something there with the roster that they got. Everybody's coming back now. This is definitely a different team, and I think Paul George is hungry. Like, you got to remember, this man first game, this man dropped 36, 17 in the fourth. To go out and beat Denver. I mean, this man legitimately been hoping since he came back. So I'm really interested to see that if that actually does happen tonight.
And I think that's the crazy part, right? Like, say Minnesota wins tonight. I don't know if they do. I think Cat has the advantage on his side, right? Anthony Edwards
gonna show up tonight.
Anthony Edwards has a handful. Anthony Edwards has a handful, though, dog. Like, you got to beat Anthony Edwards on one side, and you have to guard Paul George. Like, that's not an easy task. That's not an easy, you know what I'm saying? Like we always think of like, oh, well, he's gonna score and then you gonna score on the other end. No, because Paul's gonna play you. Paul George legitimately is one of the best defenders in the NBA when he's healthy. Guess what? He looks like he's getting pretty healthy. So, like, I'm looking at.
I actually think Bev guards PG tonight.
Pat Bev on Paul George. Well, that's a cook show.
Just for like.
Let's see.
Oh no, I gotta see it.
That's a cook show. Yeah, I'm saying, like, even if you do something like that, like, dog, like PG on one end is still guarding you on the other end, and PG is one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I look at that series as like Minnesota versus the Clippers. How are they going to figure out how to stop Paul on one end, if you can? Maybe. I don't know if they'll be able to do that. But even on the other end, get past them. Play through him. Because even Pat Bev, like, somebody's got to score. Pat Bev, like, Cat can go off for 40 and they can lose.
If Pat Bev give you 15, they win in this game.
Does Pat Bev give you 15? You also got Reggie Jackson over there.
Yeah, but Anthony Edwards on Reggie Jackson, I'll take that.
I think you have PG on Ant. PG's on Ant-Man. And Reggie Jackson is on Pat Bev. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a good scenario for me in this game, minus like what's his name versus Zubac. Cat versus Zubac. Like, yeah, okay, cook show. Or what's the other dude they got? Hartenstein. Yeah, he's cooking them. He's destroying them. Cat's gonna dominate them. They're not gonna stand a chance on it. But like, other than that, I'm looking around the rest of this team and I'm like, hey, there's some L's here.
Oh, Derek, hey, we being disrespectful. We completely forgot about D'Lo.
No, I'm not being disrespectful.
Dang, so they playing 4-on-5?
Yeah, they have been the entire time. If D'Lo has a game, it's a completely different team. How many games has D'Lo had a game?
Dang, so D'Lo can't even guard Reggie G?
D'Lo don't play no defense. What defense do D'Lo play? Like honestly, like I get we talking about the invert. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like for me, like okay, Minnesota wins this game. How does Minnesota-Memphis go? To me, that's a 4-0.
I know
Maybe 5.
that's a 4-0 cook right there.
I feel like it's a 4-0 though.
That's a 4-0 cook. That's a 4-0 cook, yo.
And how does that change, right? Because now you're changing everything for that West Coast bracket. Memphis gets 4-0, they get a little bit of rest. You know what I'm saying? They're able to take their time, move through the progression. Playoffs are going. Phoenix, to me, Phoenix plays the Clippers. That's 7.
I know that's 7. And anything can happen in the game 7.
That's 7. And Marv's absolutely right. Norman Powell. Who's slowing him down?
And I ain't even gonna lie.
Robert Covington. Robert Covington on the other side. Right? Honestly, Robert Covington's probably the one that's playing Cat most of the night, I would think, right?
And peep this too. Even if we do get that 1-8 matchup, Phoenix versus the Clippers, man, that's gonna be so dope because like that just the coaching matchup again. Tyler and Monty running the back.
Yeah.
One time for the one time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with it, dog. It's just, you know what it is though? It's this Clippers team is better than the Clippers team they were last year, and they're playing that. If they play that Phoenix team again, bro, is Phoenix better than they were last year? More experience.
Everything is legitimately on the string. They're playing basketball legitimately on the string.
Yeah.
Like offensively and defensively.
But wasn't they doing that last season? That's how they got to the finals.
Yeah, but not like this. Not like this. Like you're 12 games better than
they freaky.
Dog.
They're freaky.
Nah, dog.
But I feel like we're just remembering it like we're remembering it now, right? Because like, oh, this is happening right now. They're doing this right now. Like Phoenix was ridiculous last season. Like Phoenix,
but Phoenix is better because remember the one thing we said was they didn't have size coming off the bench. They had no size coming off the bench. They complete. They complete. But if any team was gonna knock them off, besides Memphis, it's gonna be the Clippers.
And that's how I feel about it, right? So like even if Phoenix still wins, I don't have Phoenix losing to the Clippers. I think that it'll be close. But say Phoenix goes to a game 7. And then your next series would be versus, depending on who loses between Denver and Golden State or Utah and Dallas. So you're either playing Utah or you're playing Denver. That's 5, 6?
Yup.
6-game series.
And then think about this. Think about this too. This is the interesting part. Even if the Clippers take them 7, Muggs would be like, "Oh, Phoenix got the upper hand in that." No, they don't. Clippers was in that building last season.
Yeah.
Clippers was in that building like that. That's motivation, and I guarantee Ty Lue is like, we not losing like that again.
I just feel like there's Ty Lue's a really good head coach.
He's great, dog.
He's a really good head coach. I just feel like there's an element to this, right? Where like even if I still see Phoenix is better than all these other teams. I do. They're better than Memphis. They're better. I think all these teams could take them 7, but they're better than them. But going 7 means something. You go 7 in round 1. Round 1, you want to clear that mug quickly. You go to 7 in round 1. 6 in round 2, 7 in round 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes a difference, especially on the other side when you're looking at a couple of teams that might 4-0 their way through this month.
I know, yeah, most definitely.
I still got Milwaukee. To me, being in the NBA Finals, Milwaukee can absolutely sweep the Bulls. I hate to say it, but they have the ability to. I don't think that they will, but they have the ability to. Milwaukee can sweep Philly if they get to the next round.
We not. I think everybody like the Philadelphia honeymoon is over. I wasn't big on that anyway.
I wasn't big on Philly anyway. And on the Philly side, right, like, or on the Eastern Conference side, I should say, when you're talking about like switching that up, say Brooklyn loses tonight, and they're and Cleveland's the 8th seed, or the Cleveland will be they'd be the 7th seed. Cleveland versus Boston. Brooklyn probably beats Charlotte and/or Atlanta.
Hey, now wait. I'm not even gonna go that far because the last 2 times we saw it against them, they ran them.
Yeah,
they ran them. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Atlanta and Charlotte can beat them, and this is why. Drummond is too slow to stop the pick and roll. And Claxton is good, but Claxton can't stay out of foul trouble. Couple that with the fact that they don't play defense. Brooklyn could be out, dog. Like,
oh, you think they get to the point where they might struggle to beat Charlotte and/or Atlanta?
They beat them.
Yeah,
they beat them already.
Yeah,
they beat them already.
Well, hey, listen, that's what I asked y'all, dog. I asked Muzz earlier when we was getting close to the end of the season. I said, hey, listen, what if they lose?
Hold on. I know I'm not, bro.
The whole Eastern Conference is different if they lose. The whole Eastern Conference is shaped differently if they lose. They did lose to Charlotte. They did lose to Atlanta coming down the stretch. They beat them like I think they were 3 of their last 4 games or something like that. And we talking about a game, bro. Series, there's no shot. But how many teams get a game? How many teams get one chance to win it all and they do?
They beat them 119 to 110 and 111 to 95.
Yeah, one of them games was a bad loss too. Is that Atlanta one? And I'll ask you this, right? Like, how does that change the dynamic of it? How does that change the dynamic of your playoffs? Charlotte gets in, they're the 8th seed. Atlanta gets in, they're the 8th seed. Now I'm looking at Miami as a completely different team.
Oh yeah, we could possibly go to the finals, dog.
I don't know if I'd take you that far. You still got to beat Milwaukee. PJ Tucker ain't that good.
I mean, I think we could beat Milwaukee, dog. Come on, man. We was a people's elbow away from beat. Come on now.
You think the Miami Heat could beat Milwaukee in 7?
Why? Yes. Yeah. This is the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. They lost DiVincenzo. They lost DiVincenzo. Okay. Dog, they lost DiVincenzo. If anybody is familiar with Giannis, it's Bam and PJ. It's Bam and PJ. Couple that with the fact that they're going to give us the 3. They're legitimately going to give us the 3.
All would
we gotta do, huh?
I said I would too. The only dude I'm not giving the 3 is Tyler Hero.
Damn. They give up the 3 religiously. Like they can beat. But this is not the same Milwaukee team from last season. They lost pieces. Like they legitimately lost pieces.
So you think that's crazy too, by the way, that you think that if Brooklyn goes out, like Brooklyn is your only comp.
No, I'm not finna sit up here and disrespect Milwaukee, but at the same time, we can definitely beat Milwaukee. Like Milwaukee has lost pieces. They lost PJ. They lost DiVincenzo. And like I said, if anybody on the team is familiar with Giannis the most, it's Bam and PJ. All we gotta do is hit shots, which
So
I
let me
know,
ask you this,
we
right?
can do.
So you get past, say you somehow you get past Brooklyn, you like this is the scenario where like Brooklyn loses tonight, they're an 8th seed, or you get Charlotte or Atlanta, one or the other. You get past them. Then you've got, I mean, technically, if we won our series, you would play us. But we'll see you in the next round.
Yeah,
But that'd be wild, dog. I'd feel so bad, bro. Like we managed to beat Milwaukee, and our present for it is Brooklyn or is Miami.
hey fam, it's so
I'd
much
be
spice in the
pissed,
chat.
dog. I'd
It's
be
so
pissed.
nah, I would love it because it's just so much spice in the chat.
Oh my god, bro.
The Twitter going crazy, the chat going crazy, the morning show going crazy.
Dog, that'd be wild, bro. I'd be losing my mind if that's like somehow we find our way to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Like by some stretch of the imagination, P. Will turns into a god and he shuts down Giannis, and we beat the Milwaukee Bucks. And our reward for it is the Miami Heat. It's like, oh my god, bro! Like, I'll see y'all in another 7. That would be wild, dog. I'd be pissed.
Nah, that would be funny.
But hey, my holy king said take Middleton out now. Holiday got to go. Hey, listen, if we getting payback on Grayson Allen, somebody got to go that's gonna do something. Holiday.
Nah, I forget what series that was with Miami, and I believe it was the Pacers, but I think Spo put somebody in there to like foul, and then Buddy like fouled him super hard, and he went out.
Yeah,
Buddy was at the line, just gave him a wink. I was like, dang, bro, y'all really just out here like injuring mugs.
nah, I'm taking Muggs. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if we taking Muggs out, like if that's the path we taking, listen, I'm gonna double down on it. Hey, you want to play dirty, you play dirty, but you got to own up to that. I doubt they start doing that late in the year. Like, get to the playoffs and they just start taking people out.
Shay, thank you. Hey, Dexter Pippen was at the line. That mug looked over at UD. He was like, yup. I'm like, dang.
It's gut check time. But nah, like I mean, dog, that would suck, bro. Like you find a way to get through them, and you got to play Miami if they win the.
No, bro, I'm just telling you, that's torture for y'all.
That would suck a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That would suck a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I would almost be like, I hope Brooklyn would win versus y'all, and then Boston wins their series so that they could match up, and then we would get the winner of the Philly-Toronto series. And high key, I think Toronto actually can win that series. I would take
Toronto gonna knock them off.
I would take that.
Toronto gonna knock them off, and I guarantee you, Fred VanVleet got 2 game winners on them.
Fred VanVleet gonna have 2 game winners,
bro. He like it's only a couple of HB. It's only a couple of people that like you know they're annoying and you want them on their team, but they're also that good. Like Fred VanVleet is like legitimately that dude. Like Fred VanVleet is like legitimately.
Oh yeah, Fred VanVleet, Rockford's finest.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
I rock with him. Shout out to Samurai J in the chat switching whole subject. Said Ringo, if you go to a Sox game, would you cheer for him? No.
Hey now look.
You had big Brewer energy when we was there.
I definitely did. I definitely did. Now
energy when we was at that game, bro. We was
doing I would, but this is the thing. Pat, no, I want them to get to the playoffs and be as good as possible, just for them to get smoked so I can laugh. So it was basically just like last season, but I think this season even gonna be better than last season.
Hey, if your team's gonna lose 100 games this year, say aye.
Hey man, it is what it is. Now I will say it does suck that I can't watch my Cubs on the regular, so I'm stuck watching Sox games.
Bruh. Go
But
ahead and get that marquee, my boy.
yeah, all right,
So trash, bro.
yeah,
So
yeah.
trash.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I'm gonna
so
pay the
trash.
130. All
They're,
right.
they're so dumb. They're so dumb.
I'm gonna pay the 130. Okay.
Hey man, I want to get this from a Bulls chat as well, man. We're gonna keep it going, man. Appreciate y'all for
I'm gonna pay
tuning in.
130 for us to lose to watch us lose 100 games. Come on now.
Yeah, they wild, bro. They wild. Prodigy was good. I want to get y'all opinion. I want to ask y'all, what was y'all moment, right? What was y'all moment that makes you feel good about this season? I'm not talking about from this season. I'm talking about from the Bulls' last 5 years. What's the moment that you think and you're like, wow, we're not that team no more? What's the moment that you go back on and you're like, wow, we are no longer that Bulls team anymore? Like, dog, we've live called so many terrible moments with this team. So many just like, poor bro, the fact that we paid, I thought Cristiano Felicio made 80 something million. This man made 32 million. What's the moment from the last 5 years that as a Bulls fan, you go, thank God that's not here no more? And by the way, D Wade, I got big smoke at you for throwing them oops to that boy so that all of a sudden Muggs thought that he could play basketball. Meanwhile, I'm out here doggone
Hey T, that was a Bears game, man. You know, we ain't
oh yeah, that was a Bears game.
it was a lot. Just from like a Chicago fan perspective. Cause like I used to like it was the tossing at the table, but the vid when Cody Parkey missed the field goal,
That was
that's gonna live in infamy. Cause
that
he
was
legit when I tell y'all he didn't cry, but he teared up. He teared up. He teared up when no, he teared up when that happened.
bro. That was pure pain. That was pure pain when Cody Parkey missed that. But no, I mean, I'm just talking about from a Bulls standpoint, bro. That man, Brand said, talk about Felicia. Imagine getting paid 35 M's to do what I do at home. What did he say? J Rock said losing the Celtics series, then keeping Hoiberg over Butler. Yeah, that was a tough one. But I mean, hey, listen.
I can agree. Y'all would have beat
Butler with Boylan was a wild one. Dog, that was I think the whole Jim Boylan era counts as one moment because of how bad it really was, bro. Like when you look at what was happening, like him calling timeouts at random moments, him calling you know, just how he called out Zach, just how he made it like, oh my God, bro. Like the players we put on the court, bro, Paul Zipser.
Hey, Paul Zipser, that man.
If y'all don't know, hey, remember he got hot. Remember we were live calling a game. I want to say it was verse.
No, that was that was Cornette.
Was that Luke Cornette?
That was Cornette because I forgot. Y'all kept putting somebody out there. We was like, bro, take him off the floor. And then y'all took him off the floor, and then like Cornette got hot for 3 games. And we was like losing our mind, bro.
That's right.
We was losing our mind.
Hey, we hit that mug with a dog. Who is this dude?
He's like, this man moving his feet on defense.
Dog, you want to know the moment, bro? I wish they had the audio, dog. I wish they had the audio somewhere. When Jim Boylan came out, Luke Cornette was going through his stretch, and he was like, this is what we've always known was inside of Luke. We're glad that we were able to unlock it. We hope that it stays around. I really view him as a Robert Horry type of player.
Well, you don't get your...
What? Did you just say you view him as a Robert Horry type of player?
Nah, that was wild.
Duh. It
Hey,
was
Brand,
just
I'm
the whole Boylan era was one big depressing time.
Brand, I'm not gonna lie to you. Then Denzel was doing decent all until he said he had a tape dropping.
Hey,
He said he had
when
a tape
Denzel,
dropping, and I forgot what game that was. Me, you, and Kill was in the studio, and they was coming back. That man hit like 2 threes in a row.
yeah.
And for some reason, he just got an out of body and thought he was Steph. That man put that shot up.
Wasn't that versus the Heat?
Oh,
Wasn't that versus the Heat?
I think it was. They was coming back,
When
bro.
Denzel Valentine put up that shot and
That man put
Stacey
that
said,
shot
"Oh
up. It was
no."
like he got to get off the floor. He got to get off the floor. He can't come back. He can't come back.
Pissed, bro. Brand said, "Where's he at?" By the way, I believe not in the NBA. If I'm,
Nah, he's not in the NBA. Hey, but Frank Nitty told you this is the type of stuff y'all learn in the league.
Who was we playing? Denzel Valentine.
Bro, we got the
Miami Heat. It was versus the Miami. I said, "Oh no!" hey, dog. Denzel, I say this right. Denzel Valentine is not the worst of that Garpax era over the last 5 years, bro. He's not the worst player we had in there.
This the thing. Only person that listened to that tape was Pat. I don't even think he
I did listen to it. Nah, Brand listened to it too. Brand listened to his mixtape.
I'll see you listen to the whole
we
thing.
was laughing at it together.
You better
we was laughing at it together, bro. Now I'll tell you what, he's definitely if y'all want to understand this, it'll put it in perspective. He's definitely a worse basketball player than he is or he's definitely a worse rapper than he is a basketball player.
I know, yeah. See, I ain't never heard it, so I ain't even finna take that chance.
Dog, it's just one of those, bro, where you like
if a garbage can could use all of time.
Garbage can could use auto tune. Hey, Prodigy, that's a fact, bro. Cameron Payne was really the worst. Now, the fact that he's come back and he's turned himself into the player that he is, kudos to him. I love that he's there. I respect that he's done that. Shout out to him. Bro, when he was here, me and Brand were at a game watching him miss mid-range jumpers for an hour.
You would not let him live that down.
Bro, never. Bro, it was awful. I was just like, and I had somebody tell me this, like, maybe he was working on something. I was like, what you working on? Missing? Like,
we just gotta get the perfect miss.
Hold up. We gotta go down memory lane, Bulls fans, so that we can appreciate the fact that we here.
Miles Bridges, I know Miles Bridges make music. Oh, I thought you meant
decent flow.
Nah. Oh, that's Renner. Oh, okay.
Hold up. I need y'all to understand where we coming from with this, brother. Hey, and it was just one of them, like, dog. What he said, Ricky said, "There's no way you willingly listen to Denzel's mixtape." You know what? I listened to it because I wanted to see what he really was on with it. Oh my God, bro. Y'all want to see this? Hold up. Is this the draft? This is our roster? Fam, I didn't believe that this is our roster. This is our roster, bro. Chris Dunn, Ryan Arcidiacono, Carmelo Anthony, who we waived. This is 2019. Carmelo Anthony, who we waived. Omer Sheik. Or is this just who was on the payroll? Omer Sheik wasn't on our team at that point.
I don't care.
No, here's our roster.
Getting busy on 2K.
Ryan Arcidiacono, Wendell Carter, Chris Dunn, Cristiano Felicio, rookie Daniel Gafford, Shaquille Harrison, Chandler Hutchinson, Luke Cornett, Zach Levine, Lowry Markkinen, Adam Mokina, Otto Porter Jr., Tomas Satoransky, Max Strus. Hey, we had Strus.
Man, you needed a shooter. And see, this is what I'll be talking about. You're legit cooking right now. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And
I
y'all
didn't even
sitting up
know he
here
was on
stuck
the
with,
team.
and y'all sitting up here stuck with Kobe White.
Wait,
Hold that.
and he went to DePaul?
Hold that. Hold that.
Strus went to DePaul?
Hold that. Hold that. Y'all sitting up here stuck with Kobe White and Strus out here giving us 17. Hold that. Hold that.
Yo. How many games he played? That man could have had to have 0 tick, bro. He played in 2 games, scored 3 points in had to be 3 minutes a game. No, he scored 1 point in 3 minutes a game. Hey, that's tough.
Thank you. I
Hey, that's
appreciate
tough.
you. Hold that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that was tough.
Hold that.
Hey, I wish I hadn't done this now. Oh yeah, to finish it out, Denzel Valentine, Kobe White, Thad, yeah.
Man, we need a score. We need a score. Kobe ain't hitting.
Bro, I had no idea. He was injured when he was on our team? Okay. That's tough, bro. Hey, I'll tell you this right now. It don't get better. You go back and look at these rosters back there, bro.
Y'all had Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hey, I don't even know what this dude's name is. Rawi Akins, Ryan Archidiakono, Antonio Blakeney, bro. I definitely thought Blakeney was gonna be something. Wendell Carter, Chris Dunn, Cristiano Felicio, Shaq Harrison, Justin Holiday, Chandler Hutchison, Zach Levine, Walt Lemon Jr., bro. If you wasn't here for a Walt Lemon Jr., you wasn't with us shooting in the gym. Robin Lopez.
And Justin Holiday, actually, you talk about a role player, that's your role player.
We could get Justin back, though. I'm not mad at moving on from Justin. Justin was nice. Larry Markkinen, Timothy Lawu Cabaret, Jabari Parker, Cameron Payne, Otto Porter Jr., who was hurt all year, Bobby Portis, Brandon Sampson, Jakar Sampson, the Sampson brothers, apparently, Wayne Selden, and Tyler Eulis. Bro. We in a good place, Bulls fans. We in a good place.
Aaron Gray?
No, Aaron Gray wasn't. No, Aaron Gray is from the old teams, though. Aaron Gray was that big white dude that used to just dunk every now and then. Hey, we could use Wayne Selden right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Hey,
I can use Max Strus.
Hey, what is Wayne Selden doing right now? Wayne Selden give you? He still really ain't giving you too much. What he averaging? He averaging a solid 1. Well, you know what? With the Bulls, he averaged about 8 points a game. We could use a little Wayne Selden action right now. I think we could get him back, though. That ain't no big deal. He wasn't even in the league last year. Dog, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Like, looking at how do you even build a team that bad, bro? How do you even build a team that bad, bro?
I just go to the Bobcats. You'll find out.
Yeah, the Bobcats was pretty bad as well, dog. The Bobcats was pretty bad. It's just funny to see, bro. It's funny to see like where you come from, how you look at it, how teams looked at you. Like, dog, like that raw. Like, can you imagine? Like, half of those players aren't even in the NBA right now. Legitimately, you built a roster of dudes that, let's see, Cabaret's not in the league no more. Walt Lemon Jr. not in the league no more. Is Shaq Harrison still in the NBA?
Nope. Neither one.
Nah, Shaq Harrison on Brooklyn.
What?
Oh, maybe he just got to a 10-day. He was
that
signed.
Man is not getting no tape.
Oh, you know what? No, he played on 3 different teams this year. On 10-day contract. Hey, he actually played a good amount of games this year. He played 17 games with Utah, 17 games with Denver. He wasn't doing nothing with them, but he was playing. But he basically ain't in the league no more. Cristiano Felicio ain't in the league no more. Is Chris Dunn still in the NBA?
I don't think so.
Dang, dog. Like, You built a
Hey,
team.
the only one on there is
Hey,
Struz.
Ricky Nawaba is down in Houston. Nawaba actually doing decent down there too. I think he got paid down there too. But this one, dog, that's good lord.
Oh, Chris Dunn on Portland.
Oh my god, bro, that's so bad. And then Jim Boylan coaching them all. And then Jim Boylan's coaching them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like we are in a good place, boy.
Yeah, he on Portland.
We're in a good place. He played for the Blazers. He on who? Chris Dunn?
Yeah.
Is he really playing or is he just on the team?
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see what you got going in your life, Chris Dunn. See this the thing.
He gave you 7 points.
That's about what he can give you. This the thing about Chris Dunn, bro. Like 7 points, 5. Bro, Chris Dunn open. 7 points, 5 assists. He giving you 3 rebounds, 7, 5, and 3. Hey, that's good for how many minutes he playing? Minutes per game. 22 minutes a game. That's a lot of minutes. Well, he getting a lot of minutes. I'm not mad at Chris Dunn. Man, Chris Dunn was weird. I feel like Chris Dunn thought he could shoot. He thought he was a shooter, and because of that, he would be like, "Hey, man, shooters shoot," and we'd be like, you don't shoot though. Like you can't shoot." No, but shooters shoot. And like, yeah, I get it, but you're not a shooter. Like you should stop doing that. You probably should stop shooting. It's not gonna bode well for this team moving forward. But shooters shoot again. Like every game, bro, we would be talking about like, why the heck is Chris Dunn putting up jump shots? Hey, Ricky said that's because Portland freaking stinks. Dunn is poop. I don't know about that. I ain't gonna go that far. Desmond said, put some respect on Jim Boylan's name, bro. No. He gets no respect from me.
What?
Especially the way he got his job. That's the main reason I go at him like that. You gonna stab your mans in the back to go get a job, and then you gonna destroy my favorite team?
Hey, then I can't respect bro for the way he's coming at Zach.
Hold up. You know what? I almost could respect that if you like stood on it though. Like
nah,
he
bro, because that was whack. You tell him to do something, he do it, and then I didn't. He didn't say do that. That wasn't Cause who did Zach get cooked by that game? He was trying to blame him for.
Who does Zach get cooked by? Oh,
yeah. Didn't he get cooked that game? And then after that, he was like, "Well, they told me."
The whole Bulls defense got cooked that game. That was one of them. Like, I forget what that was. Like the whole Bulls defense was awful, and he tried to blame Zach LaVine for the Bulls defense being terrible. And that was one of them. What did he say? I think he said after that he was like, "Oh, Zach LaVine got cooked, or did the Chicago Bulls get cooked?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's a team game. Zach was saying all the right things. Listen, shout out to Zach, man, for dealing with that, brother. He should get paid at least $100 million just off of that. But like the other $100 million is off talent. The first $100 million is just on the fact that they made you sit through Jim Boylan for I don't know how long, dog. But yeah, oh God, we were so bad, bro. And with the playoffs coming up, bro, be excited about where we at, y'all. Be excited.
Hey, before we get out of here though,
what we got?
The Bulls not getting no calls. the Bulls not getting no calls. We got to tell you.
We got to remind them about it every day.
Hey, the Bulls not getting no calls.
Bulls fans. Prepare yourself.
We trying to get y'all mentally prepared for what y'all gonna see.
You're going up against the NBA champions. You're not getting a call. You will not get one single call. You will not get a single call to go your way. Prepare yourself mentally. Hey, when you think that it's an obvious charge, it's gonna be a blocking.
It's not. It's not. It's gonna be a lot of dog. What was that? Ref, you didn't see. Also, they just not.
And here's going to be the question, right, with the Bulls. Like, how are they going to respond? Because the Bulls don't play well through that either. They just don't. The Bulls don't play well through that.
Oh, no, they don't.
Can they respond in a way that they play well through that? Like, that's going to be tough to see. That's going to be the one where it's like, hey, listen, Ricky said Giannis Heisman stiff arming us all series. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
listen, it's gonna be
Push
a
off
lot of
galore.
it's gonna be a lot of top rope elbow drops.
No.
Lot of RKOs, a lot of Stone Cold Stunners out there, and yeah.
Bro,
You're not gonna get a call for
prepare
anyone.
yourself mentally right now, Bulls fans. It's about to be awful.
I'm trying to remind y'all every day. I was there serious.
Bro, it's that's gonna be the part that's gonna be tough, right? Because we're gonna be live calling all the games. We're gonna be trying to react to the games live and stuff like that. And it's gonna be like, hey, what's happening right now? What am I looking at right now? What is going on the court right now, dog? Like that's gonna be, oh, that's gonna be wild. HBK Super Kicks, yes, bro. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another show, man. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe to the page. We talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. Also, if you subscribe, we're going to be giving away this Ayo Dosunmu jersey at 13K. So to get us up, get those numbers up for us, man. Make sure y'all share that thing up. Go to the channel, hit the share button, share it to your Twitter, share it to your Facebook. Tell people to come subscribe and show love to the show, man. Appreciate y'all for always being in tune with us, man. Content will be dropping today. We've also got some White Sox and Cubs content on the channel as well. White Sox about to get things cracking off, I think about 3 o'clock. So I'll be watching that.
Hey, that's gonna be a nice one too. Seattle, who you got?
White Sox, come on, man. White Sox Nation, stop playing it. You already know how we get down. Hey, what's going on with you in Pittsburgh? How about that? How about you figure out how to beat Pittsburgh? We'll see.
It's Pittsburgh.
Hey, they trash, dog. They are god awful. They are garbage can. If a garbage can had auto tune. Hey man, but no, we appreciate y'all for showing love. We're gonna have content dropping throughout the day, Bulls content, Bears content, stuff like that. So stay in tune with us, man. As always, it's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ringo J, also known as Stefan the Don. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter at Pat the Designer, at Stefan the Don. Let me make sure I put his name up there because that's a mad confusing thing right there. Anyway, hey man, y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.
Be outside.